Hi everybody, welcome to Engvid.com. I'm Adam. In today's lesson, I have a little bit of an advanced grammar lesson. So make sure you take your time and concentrate because this can be a little bit difficult, okay? What I'm going to show you is how to look at a multi-clause sentence, a sentence that has more than one clause or quite a few clauses. And some of these clauses are inside other clauses. So we would call this embedded clauses. Now, you can have very simple embedded clauses. This is not simple. Okay, so here's what I want you to do first. Before I show you all the different clauses in this sentence, I want you to take a moment and try to identify them by yourself. You can press pause on your video player. Try to identify all the different clauses. And then when you're ready, press play, come back, and I'll walk you through this sentence slowly and show you all the different clauses and then show you how all the relationships work or how all the different pieces work together. Okay? Whenever you're ready, come back. I'm going to start. So first let me read the sentence. Many young people are taught that if they work hard while they are young, they will have a good life as adults because they will have the money to do what they want. Legitimate sentence. It's actually not even that long because there's enough information in it. It's properly organized, but there are quite a few different pieces to it. So you need to start understanding the relationships between all these different pieces and how they work together. So let's start. Many young people are taught. You have a subject, you have a verb, passive, but it's still a verb, are taught something, right? So this is your independent clause because subject, verb, and there's an object coming. So we're going to leave that there. I'm just going to work with these two markers here. Now, first thing you notice, here's a that. And I'm going to put this in a little bit of a square. Taught what? So I need an object for taught. And this is the beginning of my object. This is the beginning of a noun clause. And I'll tell you a little bit more about noun clauses, adjective clauses, all that after. So basically from here, actually I'm going to do this differently. I'm going to put this here. Everything between the two brackets is the object are taught. They are taught all of this, beginning with a noun clause conjunction or a noun clause marker. Good. Right away, you see another one. If they work. So you have a conjunction, subject, and verb. So right away, you have your second clause. So now the question is, what is this is a clause I mentioned, is a noun clause. A clause must have a subject and a verb. So what is the subject and verb that goes with that? Same. If they work. Oh, no, sorry. This way. They work. That they work. So right away, you can notice that both of these conjunctions are actually sharing a clause, a subject and a verb combination. So if I break it down like this, so young people are taught that they will have a good life as adults, right? This is your independent clause with the object noun clause. Now, if they work hard while they are young, they will have. When will they have or how will they have a good life as adults? If they work hard, they will have a good life as adults. So I have this conjunction and this conjunction sharing one clause. And this is where people get confused because you have to understand that clauses can be shared. Dependent clauses can be shared. Independent clause is independent and must be able to stand by itself. Dependents, you can start playing with them, you can share, etc. But we're not done yet. If they work hard, when? Well, while they are young. Here we have another clause. But this one is very specific to a part of this here. Work when. This is an adverb clause answering the question when about this verb work. So this verb work is right now working on 3 different clauses, right? While they are young. And subject verb, objects of subject object, subject verb of the adverb clause. So the entire adverb clause is answering the question of when about work. Hope you're with me still so far. I'm going to try to slow it down a little bit. So if they work hard while they are young, they will have a good life. So this is good life as adults. Good. So far, so good. Why will they have a good life as adults? Because, and I'm starting another adverb clause, because they will have. Because they will have, Why will they have something? Because they will have money. So now I have another adverb clause working on this verb. So this is what you have to remember. Adverb clauses have a relationship with some sort of verb. That's why they're called adverb clauses. They work like adverbs. They work like adverbs to modify verbs. But you can share verbs. You can share clauses, so you can have more than one clause. They will have the money. Okay. What about this money? What kind of money? To do something with it, right? So this is a complement phrase, but do needs an object. Do what? Well, they'll do what they want. Now, I have another noun clause acting as the object to the verb do, a transitive object. You need to answer the question, what? So there you go. That, if, so think of it like this. How many conjunctions do you see? I see 1, I see 2, I see 3, I see, while they are young, they will have, I see 4, and I see 5. 5 dependent clauses with 1 independent clause, 1 sentence. So, that and if share this part of the clause. They will have a good life. Why? Because they will have the money. So, adverb clauses modify verbs. Noun clauses work as subjects or objects. In this case, I have 2 noun clauses working as objects. That, taught what, that something. Do what they want. Noun clauses. Now, if you're not exactly sure what I'm talking about, if this is all very confusing, keep in mind that this is a little bit advanced. You might need to do a little bit of review. But luckily, I have made 4 videos already. One is about an introduction to dependent clauses and how they work. I made a video about noun clauses, adjective clauses, and adverb clauses, and all of them are linked to this video. If you're not sure what's going on here, watch those videos, make sure you understand everything there, and then come back and watch this one again to see how all the pieces work together. Now, one other thing I want to point out. You'll notice that I have 2 conjunctions, one right after the other. Whenever you see this, when you see 2 conjunctions, automatically think they are probably sharing something. They are sharing a piece of the clause, and you need to identify what it is they're sharing and how they're sharing it. And then you'll be able to understand how the sentence is working. So, don't worry, we're not done yet. I'm going to give you another example and see if you can have a little bit easier time with that one. Okay, so here is another example. I'm going to step aside. I want you to take a moment. You can press pause again if you need to. Read the sentence and try to understand what is going on. What are the relationships? What are the clauses? And then press play and I'll walk you through it again. So again, slowly, surely, take your time. Identify all the pieces. Okay. Are you ready? Okay, we're going to walk through this. This one's a little bit easier. There's fewer clauses, so it should be more clear. In Canada, A car that doesn't have winter tires in winter is not only useless but dangerous, because if a major snowfall covers the roads, the car will not be able to move or brake properly. That's the sentence. Start identifying the pieces. In Canada, a car. So we have a car means indefinite. So we want to make it a bit more definite. We want to say something about this car. So a car that doesn't have winter tires. Here is your first clause. Now, what type of clause is this? It's not a noun clause. Here we have an adjective clause. An adjective clause that is telling you about the car. It's identifying which specific type of car is going to be useless and dangerous, which we'll get to. So you have the clause conjunction. What's the rest of it? Subject, verb. I only see doesn't have. Where's the subject? This is not only the conjunction, it's also the subject. Remember, adjective clauses, the conjunction can be the subject. So a car that doesn't have winter tires in winter is goes with car, subject, verb, is not only useless, but dangerous. This type of car is not only useless, but dangerous. So here is your independent clause. A car is not only useless, but dangerous. That's your independent clause. You're identifying which type of car we're talking about specifically, and here we're going to give some more information. We're going to explain why is it useless, why is it dangerous, and we're going to start with because, adverb clause to show reason. Because if a major snowfall covers the roads, the car will not be able to move or brake properly. So it's useless and dangerous because the car will not be able to move or brake properly. Why won't it be able to move, or in what circumstances or what conditions will it not be able to move or brake properly? Well, if a major snowfall covers the roads. So again, we're sharing a piece of the clause with because and with if. Okay? I hope everybody's getting this. Keep in mind, I could move the if clause to a different area, but I put them together because I wanted you to see when you have two clauses right next to each other, this is where people start to get a little bit confused. It's not really that confusing. First thing you want to do, finish the clause. Because what? And then find out what the reason is. And then if what? And if condition, what's the result? Here's the condition, same result as the because. They're working together, they're sharing, and then the whole thing makes sense. And all of this, from because to the end, tells you why they're useless and dangerous. Okay? So, I hope that's a little bit clear. Now, I know this is not easy. It's not really supposed to be easy. That's the whole point of complex sentences. And this is a very complex sentence. But if you want to ask me questions, first of all, please go to ingvid.com, comment section, ask me questions. But remember that all of this needs practice. So, at ingvid.com, there's also a quiz. You have more sample sentences to work through and options to see how everything works together. Take the quiz. But remember, there are 4 other videos that you can watch to get a little bit more background information about clauses. Watch those, watch this one again, take the quiz, and hopefully get a good score on it. And if you don't get a good score, don't worry. Practice, practice, practice. Score goes up, up, up. Okay. Now, if you want to see more of this type of lesson, more advanced grammar with more complicated things in the language, you can also visit my other channel, Write2Top, so youtube.com/Write2Top or Write2Top.com. In that channel, I concentrate on writing skills, and especially with very advanced grammar, if that's what you're looking for. Okay? In the meantime, I hope you like this video. I hope you enjoyed it, because I know it's a little bit tricky, but it's fun. Grammar is fun. Everybody likes grammar. If you like the video, give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and ring that little bell for notifications of future videos. And come back soon. I'll try to make some more interesting grammar lessons for you. See you then. Bye-bye.